Just before the summer break, on my way home from school, in front of the gaming center near the train station, is that Miss Usami?
If you're going to be so persistent, I'm really going to call somebody.
The most beautiful girl in school, Miss Chikage Usami, was being surrounded by a group of guys, so I went to help her.
I really love you, but I'm sorry.
What? For some reason, she said she loved me and then rejected me. She rejected me, but she said she loves me. What? For now, let's rewind back to 2 weeks before the incident. Chikage Usami. When I was in 8th grade, she was a girl who was attending the same prep school as me, Sakuto Takayashiki. She always had the top grades in the class. She was also attractive and a brilliant star student. On the other hand, after school, she would go to the game center and play as a gamer. She had these two sides of her, which means that at school, she must be playing the role of a star student. Chikage and I slowly got more and more friendly with each other, and then...
This upcoming Saturday, are you free?
Yeah.
In that case, would you like to go somewhere with me?
What? Does that mean you want to hang out with me?
Don't get it twisted, it's definitely not a date.
Oh, sure, I didn't say it was a date.
I just thought that now that we got to know each other, I would like to get to know you more.
Yeah, sure.
Really?
It's fine with me. But are you sure you're really okay with it? I remember you saying before that you didn't want anybody around us to mistake us for a couple.
About that, I don't mind anymore.
So you don't mind? That was when I kind of had an idea about how Chikage felt. And so, the day before we were going to hang out...
Tomorrow I get to go on a date with Sakuro. I mean, no, not a date. We're just hanging out. I'm in the best mood. What should I wear tomorrow?
Hey you, over there! We don't see you at the game center lately.
Why do you look so serious? Are you normally a star student or something?
Who are you mistaking me for?
Yeah, you can cut it out with that.
Come on, it's been a while. Let's play.
You have the wrong person. If you're going to be so persistent, I'm going to call somebody.
Call someone? Like you and your boyfriend from the other day?
Boyfriend? Who are you talking about?
We saw you, flirting with that guy in the game center.
Like I said, you have the wrong person.
Wasn't his name Takayashiki, I think?
Yeah, pretty sure it was a rare name like that.
What? Takayashiki?
But you know what? This girl? She actually might be the wrong person? Look, her vibe is totally different.
Well, now that you mentioned it, that's true. Wasn't she a lot more of a happy personality? Like an idol?
Wait a minute. What does this mean?
What? Why is she crying?
Did we do something?
Could it be that Takayashiki already has that kind of relationship with a different girl? Even though I finally built up the courage to ask him out?
Miss Usami, what's the matter?
Takayashiki?
Wait a minute. Did these guys say something to you?
We didn't do anything, I swear!
That's right. All we did was invite her to the game center. When I arrived, those two guys, the one with the beanie and the one with long hair, turned around and walked away in disappointment. But, Miss Usami, are you okay? I wonder why she's crying. I wonder if they said something really terrible to her.
Sakuro, I love you. Ever since middle school, I've always had a crush on you. To tell you the truth, I always wanted to get closer to you, but I was too embarrassed and I didn't have the courage.
I see. She was confessing her feelings to me before we were going to hang out tomorrow, and I was shocked, but...
That's why I'm in love with you, but I'm sorry.
Thanks. What?
Let's call off the date for tomorrow. Goodbye.
What? Miss Usami? I was so confused that I felt like I was losing the strength in my knees. She dropped her ribbon before running away. I don't get it at all. But I'm pretty sure I can't just let her run away like this. I started running towards the train station after Miss Usami, and then... I looked everywhere for Miss Usami around the crowded train station at rush hour, and I found her! Miss Usami!
Is that you, Takayashiki?
As soon as I found her, I got closer to her, and I faced her and pulled her into my arms.
What's going on?
I'm sorry. There's a lot that I don't understand, but there's one thing I wanted to confirm with you.
What? What could it be?
Is it true that you like me?
Yeah, I do like you.
Thank you. Well then, I'm going to be ready too.
Ready? Ready? Does that mean...
Yeah, I want to go out with you. To tell you the truth, I've had a crush on you for a while now.
If you're okay with me, then... Well, then I just have one request.
What?
I want you to prove to me that you really are okay with me.
Miss Usami closed her eyes and offered her lips to me. I put my lips onto her, and then...
Hikari and Takayashiki. Wait, what are you doing?
Huh? Miss Usami?
Chikage? What do you mean, what? We're kissing. Oh, no, my knees are weak.
This is also Miss Usami. Does that make... No way. Could it be that you two are...
Twins?
I see. So that's what's going on. And so, well, I was stuck in a pretty rare but pretty bad situation. For the record, I was meeting the older sister, Hikari, at the game center, and at school, the younger sister, Chikage, which means the one who was crying and confessed her love to me, but then rejected me, was Chikage, and then the one I held and kissed after that was Hikari. I see what's going on. After that, the three of us had a meeting, but you might think that this is crazy, but I like the both of you.
What?
So I'm sorry, I can't date either of you. Because I didn't want there to be any fights or competition between the twin sisters, even though I like both of them. So I rejected both of them. However, after that, as a result of a further meeting, Hikari had a certain suggestion.
Well then, why don't you make both of us twins your girlfriend?
What?
What are you saying, Hikari?
And the end result was that if both of them were okay with it and accepted it, then it should be fine. Of course, we would be keeping it as a secret from everybody around us that the three of us were dating.
I still haven't gotten a kiss from Takayashiki yet. Be careful that your knees don't give out.
I feel like people are going to know. So tomorrow, I would be going on a date with Chikage, and the day after that, on a date with Hikari. But, Chikage, do you normally dress like that?
I'm trying to come on strong.
That's pretty strong! Chikage was serious and competitive, so I could tell that she thought of Hikari as her rival. On the other hand, it seemed that she borrowed these clothes from Hikari, and they were also helping each other out.
I'm showing skin and my shoulders and my legs in all kinds of places. This is embarrassing. But it seems that it's making Sakuro excited, so maybe this will work? I am going to make sure that things go really well with Sakuro today.
Thank goodness the weather turned out nice today.
That's true. Chikage, it's almost time to launch the mission.
But did you know that all polar bears are left-handed?
Oh, wait a minute, please.
What?
Listen, no matter what, you can't let him notice that you have an earpiece in. Well then, why don't you just casually hold hands with him? What? Negative.
Why is she suddenly saying negative?
Roger that.
What does she mean, Roger?
Well then, Chikage Usami is going for it.
What? I don't know what to do when you grab onto me while saying a line like that's from a movie.
If I get this close to him, it's going to touch him.
I don't know what to do if she gets this close. And so, this was the beginning of the battle, date. That being said, the date with Chikage was really fun. At school, she usually had a cold personality, but at the amusement park, she was smiling the whole day and had a warm expression on her face. It was so inviting that I couldn't help but be drawn to her. I really am glad that I can date a girl like this. But
Oh, sorry. Can you wait a minute? What?
not this again.
Negative.
What's going on? Is she communicating with outer space?
Roger. Ugh. Well then, Chikage Usami is going for it.
What's with that phrase?
Sakuro, let's trade drinks.
What? Oh, yeah, sure.
Thank you very much.
So, you're not going to drink it?
Actually, I'm so thankful that I can't drink it.
Well then, why did you trade? And just like this, Chikage would sometimes do things that made no sense. In the evening, we got on the Ferris wheel.
It's so beautiful.
It really is.
I'm really glad that I was able to come here with you today.
Me too. I still can't believe that I'm on a date with you like this.
That reminds me, I haven't told you the reason why I have a crush on you, did I?
If you say it's from middle school, then does that mean around the time when we met at school?
Yes. Would you be freaked out if I told you that I applied to the same high school because I was chasing after you?
I wouldn't be freaked out, but I feel like we didn't talk much at the prep school.
No, when it comes to that, you created a connection for us, didn't you?
What? What are you talking about?
Remember? On the whiteboard?
Oh, you noticed that?
Yes. At that time, I wouldn't say that I fully had a crush on you yet, but I really don't understand this question. And today is the one day that the math teacher wasn't here, so I can't ask him. In study time at prep school, I was stuck on one certain problem. And in order to take a little break, I left the classroom for a moment. But what? Isn't this? When I got back, the answer and the explanation were all written out on the whiteboard. I thought that one of the teachers must have written it for me, so I went to the break room. But then none of the teachers knew about it. And the teacher said that the only student that was left besides me was only you, Sakuro. To be honest, I couldn't believe it at first. You always seemed sleepy. And I saw how little effort you seemed to be putting into studying. But when I looked more closely, I realized that you were solving all of the problems faster than anybody, weren't you? You seemed bored, and this time I was wondering why you were going to prep school when you were this smart already. And ever since then, I wasn't able to take my eyes off you, Sakuro. After that, I wanted to become worthy of you, so I put my all into studying. Why did you write down the answer and the explanation on the whiteboard for me?
Well, that's because I couldn't just leave you. I saw how hard you were working, harder than anybody else. And I thought if you needed help, then... But are you sure I wasn't overstepping?
Not at all. It was a huge help. And I think it's really wonderful that somebody can offer such gentle kindness like it's nothing.
It's simply because I didn't have the courage to talk to you myself.
I also think it's wonderful how humble you are.
Is this what humble is?
Even though you're actually way smarter than someone like me, you don't let that get to your head, and I think that's humble. And that kind of quiet kindness is why I fell for you, Sakuro.
But I was mistaking twins for each other, so I'm really not that smart.
Oh, please wait a minute. What? Negative!
She's not talking about me, is she?
What? Well, then, positive? Roger. Phew. Well then, Chikage Usami is going for it.
This pattern again. Could it be?
Sakuro, do you remember the thing that you've done with Hikari, but not for me yet?
Well, are you talking about...
A kiss.
No, but
Does that mean you're not going to give me one?
I felt like it was a bit of a sudden turn of events. But I kissed Chikage.
When I confessed my feelings to you, it wasn't complete. Please go out with me.
Of course. I look forward to being your boyfriend. A lot happened until now, but finally, we were able to face each other and... An earpiece?
Chikage, go for it! Now just throw yourself into his arms!
Hikari?
Shoot!
Was it you who was giving these weird instructions to Chikage?
Well then, that's that.
And so, I finally understood why Chikage was acting weird today. Even though I felt a little bit awkward about it, Chikage and I were able to go home in high spirits after that. What was with that thing yesterday?
Chikage said she didn't have any confidence going on her first date, so...
No, but even still, sheesh. The next day in the afternoon, I was at the Usami house. It suddenly started to rain, so we changed our plans and ended up having an at-home date, but I went with the flow, and now I'm here. But wait a minute. Hikari? Where's Chikage? And your parents, by the way. Today.
What? They're not here. Everybody is out.
I see. Okay, sure. So that means that we're alone in this house together. Which means...
So today, I want to do all kinds of things that couples would do alone.
Your face is very close.
You've already kissed me once, you know. And plus, yesterday with Chikage, too.
I know. Do you mind if I use the restroom really quickly? Hikari is very touchy and not shy. Hikari loves to be spoiled. And everything that she was instructing Chikage to do, she never hesitates to do herself. In some ways, she's a little playful, but I'm more worried that I'm not going to be able to control myself. But wait, maybe I don't need to control myself? I am her boyfriend. No, but wait, for things like that, Chikage should also be involved. So the three of us... Oh, no. What the hell am I imagining right now? When you have two girlfriends, there are things that you worry about. If things move forward on one hand, you have to balance it on the other hand as well.
Wait, Sakura?
Chikage? When I tried to cut across the bathroom, I locked eyes with a drenched Chikage. I imagine she was out and got caught in the rain. She may have just gotten home and just gotten changed. Sorry.
What are you doing in my house, Sakura?
It started to rain, so we suddenly changed plans and...
You saw already?
However, well, her home clothes or her pajamas, I guess. That's what she was wearing, and she seemed embarrassed about it, so...
This is unfair, that you would see me like this.
It was still better than catching you in the middle of getting dressed, though.
It's childish, and it's embarrassing. By the way, what were you doing in the room with Hikari?
No, nothing yet. So,
Yet? What exactly were you about to do? You need to tell me the details, exactly.
Chikage, you're repeating your words a lot there. I recently found out that Chikage's imagination runs pretty wildly.
Anyway, I'm going to be waiting for you in the room, next door. But don't worry, I won't be eavesdropping or anything.
Sure. But when you say it like that, it's going to make me think that you are eavesdropping, so you probably shouldn't say that. After Chikage went into her room, I pulled myself together once again and opened the door to Hikari's room.
Oh, there he is.
Hikari? Why are you in a nurse costume?
I thought that maybe you might like it, so surprise!
Well, I'm happy, but no, wait. Chikage's in the room next door.
Yeah, Chikage is out right now, so let's have some fun.
When she says it to me, so straightforward. I don't have anything against it, but I'm telling the truth. She just got home and...
I wish you wouldn't try to run away from me like that.
Wait a minute, please! Let go!
I don't wanna. Hikari and Sakato, what are you two doing? What? Chikage?
See? I told you!
Hikari, please get your hands off of Sakato. Well then, do you wanna join us, Chikage?
And so, Chikage did join us. Even you, Chikage. Why do you have a maid outfit?
This was something that I bought last year for Halloween. Dad and Mom both said we looked great.
What is going on with the Usami family's Halloween party?
Well then, Sakato, say ah Chikage, that's not fair. I want to feed him too.
Am I in that kind of place right now? I was getting a confused feeling inside, but the twin sisters were spoiling me. When you have two girlfriends, I learned that this is what it must be like. On my way home that day, Hikari walked me to the train station.
Good thing the rain stopped, right?
I guess so. By the way, Hikari, are you really sure you were okay with that?
About what?
No, in the end of the three of us were playing games and, But then suddenly, Hikari kissed me. I don't know if it was my mind running or my heart running, but either way, I wasn't able to reject it. I wasn't against it, and as I let it happen to me, I felt Hikari relax as well.
That kiss was because I was happy just now.
What?
I was happy that you were being so thoughtful of me.
No, it's not that I was being thoughtful. It's just that yesterday, I had a date with Chikage, so the balance was off.
If the balance was 7-3 and I was the 3, I guess I wouldn't mind.
What?
Chikage is more shy, and I think that that's probably the perfect balance right now. But if it was 8-2, then I might get a little bit upset, okay?
Hikari? No. In my heart, it's 50-50. I'm going to take care of you just as much, Hikari.
That makes me so happy. Well then, let's kiss again?
Well, that's a little bit... If anything, with this situation, it makes me think that Hikari is more leaning towards the 7. And so, a loser like me somehow ended up with two of the cutest girlfriends. Not only that, but they were twin sisters, Chikage Usami and Hikari Usami. Their faces were identical, but inside, they were two completely different girlfriends. And from now on, forever, I want to treasure both of them together. Well, I didn't think that we would be going on a vacation to the hot springs.
1 night, 2 days with Sakuro and Hikari. Oh, Chikage, what are you imagining right now? Nothing at all.
No, you definitely were.
The rooms are, of course, separated by guys and girls, right? No, all 3 of us in one room.
What?
Sakuro, how do we look in our robes? Do we look good in them?
You both look very good in them.
Yay! Well then, Chikage and I are going to go to the hot springs. We're going to come back sparkling clean.
I'm worried what Chikage means by that.
Uno! I won again. Hikari, you're good at this.
Hikari, you really are good at games like this, aren't you?
Hot springs are the best. The food in the restaurant was delicious too.
Yeah, it was. Well then, why don't we get to bed soon? Huh?
Sleep already? Well then, Sakuro, do you want to love the twins together?
I did have a slight feeling that this might be how the night would go. But when you have 2 girlfriends, maybe the fun things and the happy things would also be more than doubled.